Hey everybody, Beal here, and I want to talk to you a little bit about Jag Success. Now, as we all know, Jag Success has been, for lack of a better word, troublesome. It's been difficult to sign on, it's been difficult to assign yourself, it's been difficult for teachers to assign you. Nobody's fault necessarily, just something that we know needs to be adjusted. So that's what we've been working on. And so I'm here to tell you about how we're going to attempt to change some things, not necessarily for permanent solution, but going into finals. So we are going to use the next 2 weeks to use Jag Success as finals preparation. And we're going to do that in a couple of different ways. So the first thing that we're going to change is where Jag Success is going to happen. So a couple of things to consider. First off, if you have a D or an F, it is going to be required for you to go to a reteach, okay? So your teachers are going to do the best they can to draw and to pull you into their Jag Success in order for you to get the help that you want, so that way you can get the grade that you deserve based on how hard you're going to work, okay? So whether you need to reteach and get some tutoring, maybe you just need some refreshing, or maybe you need that slow that you want to take another shot at. You're going to have that opportunity because we're going to pull you so that way we can get that D or an F at least up to a C. That's the goal here, okay? We want to get you in a place where you are educationally successful, and we want to give you the means and the 42 minutes of Jag Success to do that. Athletes, this is especially important for you because we want to make sure you stay eligible with all the winter sports we have coming up. So that's the biggest part of this entire new process, is to make sure that anybody with a D or an F gets the help and the assistance that they need to get back onto the court, or to at the very least get your grade back up to a C, a B, or hopefully even an A. So now you're asking yourself, okay, Beal, I don't have a D or an F, so what does that mean for me? This is the best part of this entire new process. So what's going to happen is you are going to have options, and they are going to be options that you generate based on where you would like to go and how you would like to spend your time. So during that 42 minutes, the white box will be available, the learning stairs will be available, the student union will be available, as well as a quiet study hall for those of you that would like to work but not have the noise. We're going to ensure that the upstairs H building is completely quiet for anybody who would like to draw, read, work on homework, whatever the case may be. H is going to be your place to just have that quiet, almost like a library or like a cafe, okay? Upstairs F fort is going to be where we're going to have those enrichments, okay? So they're enrichments that you've all come to know and love. You want to play some Uno, you want to kind of just decompress. You've got that freedom to do that in the F fort, as well as meet with your sports, your coaches, and things of that nature. So F fort's going to be a little bit more collaborative, meaning that you'll be able to get together with group if you have a group work, a group project, knowing that it's coming up to the end of the semester. Whatever it is that you need to do with people, you'll do that in F. Otherwise, you'll spend your time here on the learning stair, in the student union, or somewhere on campus where you can be productive for yourself, okay? So that's the idea, is that you have a little bit more freedom, a little bit more control of where you go and what you do, but we want you to be responsible with it, because just as easily as we're able to give this to you, it can also be taken right back. This is an experiment. We're hoping to try going into finals week to see what happens and to see if this might be something that we can do for Jag Success moving forward. But it all starts with this 2 weeks coming out of Thanksgiving break. Okay, so we've talked about the first two parts of the new Jag Success opportunity. The first one was being able to get the support that you need if you have a D or an F, or even if you just want to retake a slow or just get some extra help. You can sign yourself up for any Jag Success session that you think will benefit you. The second part was being able to control where you go to get the help that you need and to be productive. So whether that's a quiet study hall in the F fort, whether that is a collaborative or working in small groups, or talking with your friends about whatever it is that you need to talk about when it comes to class in the F fort, or spending that time in the student union, the cafe, the learning stair, or the white box. Whatever's going to help you be successful. The last piece of it is accountability, okay? And accountability is going to look like this. Right here in the A fort, we are going to have Jag Success detention, okay? Jag Success detention is for those students that should be in a reteach, but let's be honest, we sometimes can get lost on our way to the reteach, okay? So this is going to be an accountability part of it, that we want you to have freedom. We want you to have that opportunity to go where you need to go to be successful. But for those of you that don't take advantage of that, we're going to help you. And what we're going to do is we're going to ask you to go to the A Fort for a 42-minute detention, where you're going to put your phone in your bag. Your bag is going to go up against the wall, and it's actually going to be led by an administrator. It's going to be led by one of our vice principals or Miss Reed herself. So it's not going to be fun. And the more time you spend in there, the less time that you're bringing your grades up, which is less time being able to go into the campus where you want to go to be able to work with your friends or get that quiet study time or whatever the case may be. The whole purpose of this, guys, is to get your grades back up to a place where D's and F's are not going to keep you off the field or off the court or whatever the case may be. And it also is to give you the opportunity to be successful no matter where you're going and what you're doing. So there's the 3 pieces right there. Okay, everybody, so to recap, here's basically what we're looking at starting on Thursday when we come back from break. So this Thursday, you're going to have one of 3 things going on, okay? The first one, if you have a D or an F, you will be pulled for a Jag Success session, okay? And it will be with a class that you have to go to the reteach. Now, if you have a choice that you want to tutor or you want to go in for a slow to retake a slow or anything like that, then you can still sign yourself up for that specific teacher. Otherwise, if you do have a grade that reflects needing to be pulled, you will be pulled, okay? The second piece is that you're going to have a lot more ability to choose what will help you stay successful. So the first one was about becoming successful. The second one is about staying successful. So a couple of places will have that. Again, the H Fort will be a quiet study hall. The entire upstairs H will be quiet. We're going to ensure that, so that way you can draw, you can read, you can study, you can do whatever it is that you'll need to do to be successful in the upstairs H. Now F, it won't be quiet, okay? F is going to be for group work. It's going to be for you to collaborate with your friends. It's going to be for you to work on labs. It's going to be for you to work on projects. It's going to be for all of those opportunities that requires talking and getting together, especially going into finals week, okay? Then the third part of this is the Jaguar Success detention, okay? If you get lost, if you decide to try to skip out to your car and go for an extra long lunch or go to Burger King or Fry's or whatever the case may be, you will serve detention during Jag Success. That's 42 minutes that you wouldn't be able to have the freedom on campus, okay? So at the end of the day, guys, this is really about trusting you to do the best thing for you to be successful, okay? At the end of the day, we really want to try this last 2 weeks to end on a strong note, okay? So we're going to give you opportunities to be successful going into the end of the semester, all right? So think of it, if you've been around for a time or two, the cram and cocoa, okay? So we really want to end this strong. If it works and it seems like everything is going good, we might look at keeping it. So you're going to be in charge and you are going to be the ones that determine the success of this experiment, okay? So this is for 2 weeks going into Christmas break, and we hope that we see some good things out of it, and hope that we see some grades increase and do better because of it. So when it's all said and done, hopefully this will be a good experience for everybody, and we'll see what happens, all right? So until then, we'll see you on Thursday. Please check your email, make sure that you're where you're supposed to be, and go Jags.